Mike Tyson will forever be known as a champion. But what most people don't know is that he was a convicted felon. While he was in prison, he didn't have access to any heavy weights. So what did he do? He used his body. Mike Tyson would do thousands of these push-ups every day. As a result, he built explosive strength, endurance, and mobility, the three things that made him a nightmare in the ring. So how did he do this push-up variation exactly? In this video, not only are you going to learn the Mike Tyson push-up, but you're also going to learn about every push-up variation that's just as interesting. Most of these push-up variations are hard to perform, uncommon, and some are borderline ridiculous. But with over 10 years in fitness, I want to teach you how it can be possible to easily perform each one. I'm going to work my way up the difficulty levels, going from level 1, hard, to level 2, harder, and then level 3, master. First up on the difficulty scale, we'll continue with Mike Tyson push-ups, and like I said, this movement is all about explosive power, mobility, and endurance. You'll want to start by placing your feet against a wall and in a deep crouch, almost like you're sitting back into a squat, and then you push forward into a standard push-up position before rocking back again. The real challenge? You're not just working your chest and triceps, you're engaging your shoulders, legs, and core all at once. It's a full body movement, and if you're not used to it, you'll feel it fast. And here's the secret: control. Don't just rock back and forth mindlessly, focus on that explosive push forward and keep your movement smooth. Once you start knocking these out with good form, you'll understand why they're named after one of the most explosive fighters of all time. Now let's move on to pike push-ups, and before I do, I know some of you might be wondering, do push-ups really work for other muscles, or do I need weights to hit those other muscles? That's a good question, but let's talk about pike push-ups first. This is your go-to bodyweight exercise for building serious shoulder strength. You're getting into a downward dog-like position with your hips high and your hands planted firmly on the ground. The goal? Lower yourself down toward the floor and push back up, just like a vertical press. And here's where people mess up. They don't go deep enough. If you're barely lowering yourself, you're not working your shoulders the way you should. Control the movement, aim for full range of motion, and keep your elbows from flaring too wide. Once you've got these mastered, you'll be ready for handstand push-ups before you know it. Now back to that question, can push-ups build other muscles other than chest, or do you need weights? The truth is, if you train push-ups the right way, especially variations like pike push-ups and their progressions, you can develop impressive shoulder strength without ever touching a barbell. But if you want to go beyond bodyweight strength, eventually adding resistance will take things to the next level. Let's move on with the Superman push-up. And yeah, it's just as wild as it sounds. You're not just pushing up, you're launching yourself off the ground, arms and legs fully extended like you're flying. The trick? Explosiveness. You need serious upper body strength, but don't forget about core engagement. If your abs aren't locked in, you'll collapse instead of soaring. Start by practicing explosive clapping push-ups before attempting this one. Once you get the timing right, you'll feel unstoppable. This one looks cool, but it's more than just a flashy move. Spider-Man push-ups force your core and obliques to work overtime. As you lower down, bring one knee towards your elbow like you're crawling up a wall. Alternate sides with each rep, but here's the catch. Don't rush it. Control each movement, stay low, and keep your body aligned. This isn't just a chest workout, it's a full body challenge that builds mobility and coordination. If you've never tried Hindu push-ups, you're in for a wake-up call. These have been used for centuries by wrestlers and warriors, and for good reason. You start in a downward dog position, then swoop down chest first before pushing up into an upward dog stretch. It's all about fluidity. This movement strengthens your shoulders, chest, and triceps while improving flexibility and endurance. Master the flow and you'll feel the difference fast. Alright, now for the next category, we're stepping it up with even crazier variations, so get ready. Now let's step it up to the next level. Aztec push-ups take explosiveness to the extreme. Not only do you push yourself off the ground, but you bring your hands and feet together in midair before landing. Yeah, you heard that right. It's part push-up, part plyometric jump, and all about fast twitch muscle fibers. If you're not already crushing clap push-ups, start there before attempting this. When you finally pull it off, it feels legendary. Imagine a push-up where you slide side to side like a typewriter. That's exactly what typewriter push-ups do. You go down to one side, hover across the bottom, and push up on the other side. This builds serious unilateral strength while keeping your chest under constant tension. If you haven't mastered wide push-ups yet, work on those first. Then, once you can glide smoothly across the bottom, you'll know you've unlocked a new level of control. Alright, this is where things get insane. A planche push-up isn't just about pressing up, it's about holding your entire body off the ground using just your arms. Your feet aren't touching the floor. Your core, shoulders, and triceps are taking all the weight. To even attempt this, you need to train with tuck planches and pseudo planche push-ups first. Once you can hold a planche, then, and only then, can you start pressing up and down. These are the ultimate progression toward one-arm push-ups. In an archer push-up, one arm stays straight while the other bends, shifting all your weight to one side. The wider your hands, the harder it gets. And here's the trick, don't just drop down and push up, move side to side with control, keeping tension on your chest the entire time. Nail these and you'll be well on your way to mastering one-arm push-ups. Don't let the name fool you. Sphinx push-ups are all about tricep strength. Start in a forearm plank, then push up onto your hands and lower back down. It sounds simple, but after a few reps, your arms will be on fire. This move isolates the triceps in a way that regular push-ups can't, making it a must-have for serious arm development. Now for what you've been waiting for. For the next category, we're stepping it up to the master difficulty, so get ready. Moving on to one-finger push-ups. Bruce Lee made these legendary. And yeah, they're as ridiculous as they look. A one-finger push-up isn't just about finger strength, it requires full body tension. If you can't hold a plank on just one finger, you have no business trying a push-up. Start by strengthening your grip with fingertip push-ups, then gradually reduce the number of fingers one by one. When you finally pull this off, you'll have insane wrist and forearm strength. A regular clap push-up is cool, but clapping behind your back, that's next level explosiveness. The key? Explosive power and speed. You have to push off hard enough to give yourself time to bring your hands back, clap, and return before landing. If you're slow, you're face planting. Start with regular clap push-ups and build up from there. When you get this down, you'll feel unstoppable. This is where bodyweight training starts mimicking weightlifting. A handstand push-up is the closest thing to an overhead press, except you're lifting your entire body. Balance is just as important as strength here. Start with wall-supported handstands, then practice lowering yourself with control. Don't rush it. Once you can press up without the wall, you'll know you've reached elite bodyweight strength. Alright, this is the peak of push-up insanity. The impossible push-up is a super slow, ultra-controlled planche push-up, but with one arm and both legs near your body. We're talking absurd levels of strength and control. You lower yourself at a snail's pace, hovering just above the ground without dropping. Then you push back up just as slowly. No momentum, no cheating, just pure muscle tension. If you can do this, congratulations. You've officially mastered one of the hardest bodyweight exercises on the planet. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. I made this video because a lot of you asked me to make a part 2. If you want to watch part 1, click right here. If my next video is up, it'll be right here also. See you in the next one.